Three robbers put on their masks and headed to the bank, with Mike as the driver, a top-tier race car driver. With the police hot on their tail, Mike swerved the car sharply and used an RV as cover to make a successful getaway. Just then, a truck appeared out of nowhere, but Mike pulled off a slick drift and easily avoided it. His teammates were stunned by his driving skills, but soon, a large number of police cars joined the chase, and roadblocks were set up ahead. Mike slammed the steering wheel again, cutting across into the opposite lane. With that move, he easily shook off the police pursuit. They then arrived at their designated spot, switched to another car, and sped off into the night. Mike had been orphaned as a child and was raised by his uncle. His two biggest hobbies were racing and listening to music. Back at their hideout, their leader, John, divided the stolen money. John was a very cautious man who never participated in the robberies himself. Instead, he worked behind the scenes to plan them. He randomly assigned 3 people for each job. Mike's role was to be the getaway driver. 5 years ago, Mike had stolen John's car and wrecked it into scrap metal, damaging a batch of important goods in the process. To pay back his debt, Mike had been driving for John ever since. However, every time a job was completed, John would reward Mike with $10,000. Mike was just one job away from clearing all his debts. He planned to stash the money under the floorboards at home, keeping it as a safety net for the future. He also recorded every job, but not for evidence. Instead, he turned the recordings into music for his own enjoyment. One day, while eating at a restaurant, Mike was immediately struck by the beautiful waitress, Annie. Through conversation, they discovered they both shared a love for music. Mike's humorous remarks made Annie laugh out loud, and he suddenly felt like he was falling in love. Afterward, he went home and excitedly told his uncle the good news. Just then, the phone rang. It was John on the other end, telling Mike to get ready for the final job. Mike immediately headed back to the headquarters. This time, John had brought in a new team, and their target was an armored truck. As Mike sat there, listening to music, his fingers tapped rhythmically on the table. His actions annoyed one of the men, who snapped at him, thinking Mike wasn't paying attention to the plan. What if something goes wrong? Who's going to take responsibility? But Mike surprised everyone by calmly repeating everything John had just said. It turned out Mike could read lips. Seeing this, the man had nothing more to say.